We're going to get right down to the improv part of this for the Whose Line Is It Anyway, but first I want to talk to you all. I want everybody give me a big hug here. We're going to do something that's risky here. We're going to do improv comedy with a bunch of sensitive writers. So if you don't have money to give to nonprofits and dollar donations, but you have a charitable nature, I know you do, you're an artist, and you need to give, and you need to make people feel good and keep them out of therapy. Tonight's the night for your generosity. We're going to have a lot of fun. I've been able to work with some of these folks. Really, if you've ever been to an improv show, the audience is just as important, not just in the laughter part of it, but we'll be calling for some suggestions. I'll be out in the audience. We're going to do the best we can up here. We'll see what we got. Trust us, this is all made up. And so we'll see where it goes from there. Now, what I'm going to do first, this isn't my pad, there it is. Okay, you may be familiar with the Whose Line Is It Anyway game. There was the Drew Carey version. I was a big fan of the BBC version back in the 80s. And I've often said that it was the best thing that happened to improv in a long time and the worst. The best being is it really showed the magic of improv, how things can be done in a moment. But through the magic of editing and all that talent they had, they set the bar so high. Everything was funny, sharp. So when I encourage people to try improv, like, oh, I couldn't do that. And that's not what it's about. But what you'll find tonight is we're going to go for truth and we're going to go for honesty. We'll just see what happens. First we're going to play, and we're playing games that quite often come from the BBC version, and we're going to move through it like a game show. We're not going to give points or anything like that, but we have a series of games and exercises that we want to get to, and we'll have a nice musical finale and call it an evening. Our first game is called Authors. This is a staple of the BBC show. They often start with that first. And to get that started, I'm going to, at this time, I want to introduce, this is the big night too, this is the premiere of this. You were here on this night when the West Virginia Writers improv group, the Fifth Village, took the stage. Why the Fifth Village? We're a long way from Second City. We're just about Fifth Village, and we'll see where we can go from there. So I want to call up the stage for this portion of the game. This fellow you met earlier, he was your host. Let's give a big round of applause for Eric Fritzius. There. I know the person you just saw on the stage, a ball of fire energy, Diane Tarantini. We're going to bring it. Let's see, and we have the president of the West Virginia Writers going to join us for a bit of improv. Let's hear it. While you're applauding for this, for putting the conference together, Cat Pleska. Nerves of steel. Organizational skills and still room to improv. And finally, we're going to call on a fellow that's a very familiar face, West Virginia Writers, been an officer this year, and he's going to be the host of the game. I'm going to hop in and play with the players. Craig Snyder.
I guess I'm Drew Carey. Weight Watchers. Yes. 1,000 points away from Austin for talking. Okay, we're going to play a game called Authors, where each of our players are going to channel an author, and we're going to tell a story doing that. So first, we'll start with Eric. Eric, what author are you channeling tonight?
Only my favorite author in the world, Stephanie Meyer.
Awesome. Stephanie Meyer. Wow. Okay, great. And Kat, who will you be channeling tonight?
I'm going to do a Margaret Mitchell and Scarlett O'Hara.
Okay, Margaret Mitchell is Scarlett O'Hara. And Diane, how about you?
I'd like to be J.K. Rowling if I might.
Okay, some Harry Potter. Right on.
Okay, brilliant.
And Steve, who will you be tonight?
Let's go for Garrison Keeler.
Garrison Keeler, okay. So, in order to get these guys started, we need a title. So, throw out some titles, we're going to kind of mix them together and give me something that they can work with.
Super awesome coolness.
1,000 points away from Austin for a stupid title. Okay, give me something else.
Lee Maynard does the pig.
I award 10,000 points.
What about the bats?
What about the bats? What about, okay, that game's over. What about the bats? Anything else?
Mine are the super cool, awesome bat things.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
When her hair was purple.
When her hair was purple.
I appreciate my hat.
Appreciate my cat, okay. I have to come up with a title out of that, so give me a second. Okay. Anybody else have one? Pops, you got one?
Lee Maynard does the pig.
Okay. So, the night that the bats attacked, my fish ate my cat and turned my hair purple. No pressure.
My name is Bella, and I'm ever so interesting because I dyed hair, treated my hair. My mom's got 8 on a cat. We've got 8 on fish. So I had to move down with my dad in a little hick town called Cincy Fork. Enrolled in the high school there. It's so boring. Except for this one interesting guy. I sure hope he's a vampire and turns out to sparkle in the frickin' sunlight. That would be so original. That's what vampires should do. They should sparkle like diamonds in the frickin' sunlight. He's so beautiful.
Oh, Red! I declare I think our backs and our pigs are burning. Whatever am I going to do? Wherever can I go? Oh, filthy day!
Since Hermione's hair was absolutely atrocious, she had no choice but to make it purple. And because there is a new Duchess of York in England, she thought she might like to buy a hat. So she bought a hat with a bat and Diagon Alley.
We Lutherans, we're not purple people. Purple is just, it's showing. It's just damn showing. Next amount besides that, they're talking about hair. You could see all these Lutherans out here. Did I hear something about purple?
Okay, so we're going to go through one more time. Let's see. I think we need to do something different. How about West Virginia authors? You want them to do West Virginia authors? No pressure, guys.
Is the chicken still here?
Okay. Let's see what we've got. Eric.
My author that I didn't plan well in advance, but didn't make up anything to go along with it either, is Homer Hickam.
Homer Hickam, okay. And Kat, how about you?
Okay, my author is well known. She ran for governor one time. She's a colleague of mine, Denise Chardino.
Okay, Denise.
I'm going to go with Cheryl Ware.
Steve?
Lee Man.
Okay, so we need some titles. So we got another story, we need some more titles.
Super awesome coolness.
1,000 points got part 2. Anybody? Come on, we're writers. Let's get something out here.
The Bonfire.
Bonfire. Excellent. What else?
Funeral diagram.
Wait, what are we discussing? I'm not myself right now, I'm just something.
It's Magic Marker.
It's a magic
Magic
marker.
marker?
And Huffing
The Magic
Sharpie.
marker is a perfect title.
Huffing Sharpie.
What's that?
I do not love Sharpie. Streaker. I just think it's a little.
Debbie wants a streak. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're good.
The rock that falls in the bank water.
What? Okay, our title is Stand around the bonfire huffing Sharpies, talking about a funeral without a body as the streaker goes by. Take it away.
My name is Sonny, and I live down here in Sharpiewood. My dad's the foreman at the Sharpie mine here, sending folks down into the deep, dark hole all day, just mining Sharpies. A lot of huffing problems going on in this town. I don't think it's related. They say the first sign of a huffing problem is a self-inflicted Hitler mustache. Not a lot to do when you graduate around here. Not much to do except going to the Sharpie mine. Unless you have something to do with college or play a sport. I don't do any of that.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to a bonfire, and we're going to get us some torches, and we're going to go on a march! We're going to go to the mountains, and we're going to mark those people with Sharpie markers! And then we're going to have a funeral without a body.
This is also foreign to me. The best thing I've ever done in my life is get like paper carrier of the month. And I haven't had the part of health class where they go over foreign substances that you're not supposed to do. So I don't know anything that you're supposed to do with Sharpies except mark that somebody paid for their papers for the week. And so I'm just thinking that the next guy should talk.
There was a funeral I went to without a body. Uncle Longneck Jesse was struck by lightning while having wild, passionate tractor sex. Now, not with the tractor. Though he had said the tailpipe was inviting. No, he was talking about the little gal who ran Ruby's apple snack.